So let's see now, because we're starting our climb, and see how well, yes, you can see exactly the position of the car on this orograph. Orograph just means that it shows up and downhill. So you see we're starting the uphill section, and that's going to be interesting. And interestingly also is with a bigger screen now for Google Maps, one can see much better in advance the curves and everything. So of course now I have interest in charging the hell heavy, but before that I just still want to look at some of the data. So the temperature of the battery is staying pretty low, 26 so far, so the fast speed didn't increase abnormally. The temperature, I still have 12.7, so about 1/3 of the energy left. Even more. Okay. And you see during climbing I'm consuming of course a lot of kilowatts, but during the downhill I will mainly recover, so that will probably level out to a certain degree. Look at the very nice black forest houses that we are now passing. It's a beautiful region to live and also to visit. Okay. See, the car, even when I use a lot of energy, stays close to the line, which indicates that power cruise control is perfectly well taking into account that this section is just quite uphill. So I can really have some fun here, because as you can see I have 0.7% reserve to just stay on the prediction. I have much more even than that, but so that makes driving absolutely pleasant in this car. Motorbikes here are quite common. I don't recommend here driving it too much in the weekends, because some of them are behaving like fools and you may get into an accident before you know it. But look at that, it's really nice to see how this little car climbs effortless this rather steep uphill. It's like in the Alps almost. You see, I'm pushing it here to really go quite fast. I must say, with my more powerful Mondeo hybrid, I would certainly not cruise faster. Absolutely not. And also the way it gets out of these lacets is really impressive. The torque is enormous for such a lightweight car. So it's really just for fun. Driving here is fantastic. Also knowing that I use sun power for that, and so I can do it without even thinking I'm contributing locally to some pollution. Look at these beautiful trees here. Mixed forest. Let's see. Yeah, we are halfway. It's actually nice I took this road, because for landscape and fun it's better than the other one. So in principle I could try and overhaul this one, but of course not here in Sasbachwalden, where I can only drive 50. So that is the top of that page, but as you can see, the one on the left is much more informative. And of course here too, interesting information. It would be nice if this information could be logged in some way, so that one could then make some report of such a trip, like Hybrid Assistant and Hybrid Report do. I know that would be an enormous task for the developers that have other things to do at the moment, but maybe in some future something to think about it. Absolutely not essential, but would be a nice addition. I won't be able to pass that car because many curves coming up. Maybe later. I want to drive safely. Must not be far from destination. We're almost there on the B500, the very beautiful Hochwaldstraße.
Nach 500 Metern rechts abbiegen auf B500 Schilder nach Freudenstadt-Ruhestein.
It's the second time with this small car I do this, not the same but a similar trip on a mountainous road, and I must say it is just like made for that.
Rechts abbiegen auf B500 Schilder nach Freudenstadt-Ruhestein.
Really impressive.
Dem Straßenverlauf von B500 noch 3 Kilometer folgen.
As you can see, I'm approaching the first destination. Now I'm going to see what happens. Is power cruise control going to switch in some way to the next section, which is going to second destination? Because a number of times this didn't work. I'm now going to switch off the car, leave it, stop, power cruise control, and then see what happens when I start again the car. I have a fantastic panorama on the right side. You can look at from here into the Rhine Valley, and on the other side of the Rhine Valley, on the Vosges, the Vogesen, a similar medium mountain range on the French side. I can also see that the weather is changing now slowly into a more humid atmosphere. Later this week we'll have thunderstorms. You see, you can, a few minutes left.
Nach 600 Metern links abbiegen.
Look at all the cars parked here because of a tourist attraction. Some people park here also to enjoy the view. Oh, many tourists. Well, after all, we have tourist season.
Links abbiegen, dann rechts abbiegen.
Okay, so I have to go left here. Very slowly. Calm down.